Ah, the dreaded puncture. It's an experience every cyclist knows too well. That sinking feeling as your tire suddenly loses pressure, turning your smooth ride into an unexpected pit stop. But why, oh why, do these pesky flats happen so often on our beloved road bikes? The simple answer is that we're riding on thin, pressurized tubes, exposed to the unforgiving terrain beneath us. It's a recipe for potential disaster, with countless sharp objects just waiting to pierce our fragile rubber companions. But fear not, fellow cyclists. Understanding the common culprits behind punctures is the first step to minimizing their impact on our rides. So let's dive into the world of tire pressure, tread wear, and those tiny terrors lurking on the roads, ready to sabotage our cycling adventures. By understanding our enemies, we can better equip ourselves to conquer them and keep those wheels rolling smoothly. One of the biggest culprits behind punctures is a worn-out tire. Just like the soles of our shoes, tire tread wears down over time, leaving them more susceptible to punctures. Those tiny grooves and patterns aren't just for show, they provide grip and protection against sharp objects. Another common mistake is riding with incorrect tire pressure. Too low pressure increases the risk of pinch flats, where the inner tube gets pinched between the rim and the road surface when you hit a bump. Conversely, overinflating your tires makes them less forgiving and more prone to punctures from sharp objects. Checking your tire pressure before each ride is crucial. Invest in a good quality floor pump with a pressure gauge and refer to the recommended pressure range printed on the side of your tire. Remember, finding that sweet spot for your weight and riding style can make a world of difference in preventing flats. Road debris is a cyclist's worst nightmare. From shards of glass and metal fragments to thorns and sharp stones, countless tiny terrors lurk on the asphalt, just waiting to wreak havoc on our tires. Construction zones, in particular, are notorious puncture hotspots. Be extra cautious when riding through these areas, as nails, screws, and other construction debris can easily find their way onto the road. It's impossible to avoid every hazard, but staying alert and being mindful of your surroundings can help. Scan the road ahead for potential dangers, and try to avoid riding through puddles or debris. Remember, a little vigilance goes a long way in preventing those ride-ending flats. Section 4. When it rains, it punctures. The wet weather effect. If you thought punctures were annoying in dry conditions, wait till you experience the joys of wet weather riding. When the heavens open and the roads turn slick, the risk of punctures increases exponentially. This is because water acts as a lubricant, making it easier for sharp objects to penetrate your tires. Additionally, wet roads tend to hide debris, making it harder to spot and avoid those tire shredding hazards. To minimize the risk of punctures in wet conditions, consider using wider, more durable tires with a good tread pattern. These provide a larger contact patch with the road, offering better grip and puncture resistance. And as always, adjust your tire pressure accordingly to account for the wet surface. Section 5. Outsmarting the flat tire. Tips for prevention. Now that we've explored the common causes of punctures, let's talk about how to avoid them. Prevention is key, and a few simple strategies can significantly reduce your chances of getting a flat. Firstly, invest in good quality tires with puncture protection. Many manufacturers offer tires with reinforced layers or special puncture-resistant belts built into the casing. These technologies provide an extra barrier of defense against sharp objects. Secondly, consider using tire liners. These are thin, durable strips of material that sit between your tire and inner tube, providing an additional layer of protection. Tire liners come in various thicknesses and materials, so you can choose the level of protection that suits your riding style and conditions. Lastly, don't forget about regular tire inspections. Before each ride, give your tires a quick once-over, checking for any cuts, abrasions, or embedded objects. Early detection of potential problems can save you from a mid-ride puncture.